Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and thank you for joining us on Cooper's Thai Adventure live stream with Mr. Brooke Schneider. Let me just kill this TV in the background, folks. There we go. I just have that on only so I can tell that we are actually live. And first off, apologies for yesterday that we didn't have a live stream. We had to go to Bangkok and take care of some personal business for our wives. So we had to go there and weren't able to do the live stream because we had to. What time did we set off for Bangkok yesterday morning?
6:30.
6:30 yesterday morning. So no chance to do a live stream. So we thought we'd do it a day later today. And thank you for the 31 people coming on and joining us. So we'll get started with the live stream. And the first bit is the breaking news in Thailand. I know everybody's been looking for an update and we've been scouring to find out what we can. And it's sort of limited with what the update is in the news today in Thailand. And here's what happened. The interior minister, tourism minister, I think he was, sort of jumped the gun on this 60-day entry stamp on arrival. And
June 1st.
And said June 1st is when it's going to start. Well, here's what happened. Immigration got pissed off. Said, hang on, you didn't notify us. This has got to go through proper channels. We're still given the 30 days. So he's apologized in the news for jumping the gun. And they said they're going to get all the stuff to the relevant departments. And it will be starting probably at the end of this month, beginning of next month. So that is something that they are actually saying is going to start now a month later than what they anticipated, but at least it's still going to happen. So that'll make a lot of people happy. So you get the 60-day entry stamp, then you can get the 30-day extension inside country. But right now, what you can do for those that want the 90 days, you can apply with your Thai embassy or a consulate in your home country and apply for the 60-day tourist visa.
Before coming.
So then you'll get the 60 days when you arrive and you get the 30-day extension. So anybody can do that for applying for a Thai visa. So that is one avenue. People can get the 90 days now if they want to do it. They can actually get it. So that was the latest news on that.
Now, what I found funny is that some of most of the people coming got the 30-day and wondered what the heck if they, had read the earlier reports, but some actually got the 60. So, there must have been a few destinations where they landed and got a 60. So, welcome to Thailand.
Yeah, exactly. So that's one avenue of the news. The other one is about the digital nomad visa and the implementation of changing the amount of insurance you need for applying for retirement visa outside Thailand, medical insurance. And they said those have not been approved yet. It's just what they want to happen. Okay. And they also want to reform the retirement visa for everybody. Mm-hmm. What that means, nobody knows. That's just what they're saying. They want to reform it. And those two laws have not come into force yet. So in regards to not paying 3 million baht for medical insurance and only paying 440,000 for inpatient care and 40,000 for outpatient care. So total 440,000. That still has not passed yet. It's what they want. It's what they proposed. It's all got to be passed. Okay. So that's one part. And the digital nomad is along with that. And they're saying, that's got to be passed too. And they're expecting that sometime in the coming months to be passed and come into effect. Other law is a lot of people are asking about the marijuana law here in Thailand and what's happening with it. And I've said on the channel that they're looking to stop it for recreational use by the end of this year. Okay. Again, this is not passed yet. They're saying on the news it hasn't even gone through the government to vote on it.
Right.
Okay. So right now, until it gets voted on, nothing's happening. It's staying the same. Don't jump the gun. I've only reported what they say they want to do. But then one of the ministers came out with a good argument and says, to change the law back to marijuana being criminalized, they have to show what's changed since they initially decriminalized it. Yeah. And they have to show that there's a reason. Okay, this isn't working. Why isn't it working? For some reason,
right?
And they have to make that argument before Thai Parliament. So this thing may not even change. It all depends on how the votes go and what happens. It's not even listed in Thai government of a date when they're going to have this vote. So this is all just talk right now. FUD. Yeah. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So these are the things that are going on here in Thailand. We don't have any update as to the marijuana law. Are they going to pass it? They're not going to pass it. When are they going to be voting on it? Nothing's there. This is all just talk. This one minister is saying, I want this, and he's got some people that are backing him, but the people that are saying, no, we don't want this, haven't had their voices heard yet. So this has all got to go through committee stages and voted on. And that is the latest news here in Thailand. Go on, Brooke.
No, I was going to say, we're driving around. I've mentioned this before. Every fourth business is marijuana related.
Yes.
Could be a coffee shop, could be a pharmacy, could be.
We got two just outside the complex here.
Exactly. And when you see that many businesses related, well, number one, like, is there demand for all these? I don't see any closing. And having said that, I think it's going to end up being a money grab for licensing, these locations, because it'd be quite a disruption if they were to change that.
Right.
As you said, what's the reason?
Exactly.
But I could see them licensing it and, okay, we want a little more money now for, you allowed to open it. But yeah, I don't see any big things coming on that. Scooter McGee, dang, you start early.
Yeah, and he's our neighbor. He lives like 3 doors down from
Early
us
bird
on
gets
our
the
condo
worm.
building. Thank you, Scooter, for coming on.
Roger Walker, good morning, Darlene, Cooper, and Brooke, and everyone. Thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up and make Darlene smile.
And good morning, Roger.
New Wave, good morning, Cooper, Darlene, Brooke, and everyone.
Good morning, New Wave. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Either regular. Andrew Shimona, good evening, morning, folks.
And good evening and morning to you. And if you guys are enjoying our channel and you want to help support our channel, very easy. All you have to do is see this QR code right here. You can buy us a coffee and support our channel. All you have to do is scan it with your cell phone. Just turn your camera on, scan it, and that easy.
Jack Bree, good day from cool, cold Brisbane.
And hello, Jack. Thank you for coming on.
Mike, great haircut, plus.
Yeah, I just got it cut. And just to give you guys a little update, Saturday is going to be our last live stream, because on Wednesday next week, I am going in for surgery for dental work, and they're going to be putting me to sleep, and I'm not going to be able to be my regular chirpy self for about 2 weeks. So the live streams will be on hold after this Saturday. This Saturday will be with me and my wife, Darlene, and it is also our 1-year birthday. So congratulations to Cooper's Thai Adventure for surviving 1 year.
Wow.
1 year, almost to the day.
You've done well.
On YouTube. Thank you, Mr. Schneider. And we're going to have a special giveaway. We're going to have some giveaways on the live stream. So come and join us, because we're going to have giveaways and announcements on there to celebrate our birthday. 1 year after birthday on YouTube. So come all and join us. You may never know. You may win the grand prize. Not going to tell you what it is. You have to come on to enter.
The Music Sanctuary. Good day, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke. Greetings from Edmonton, Alberta. I hope all is well your way. Brooke, how about those Oilers in the Cup final? Yeah, Edmonton is in the Cup final again.
Are they?
I think they're playing the Panthers out of Florida. Rodney, good evening, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. More good info.
Yep. And what else was I going to say? There was something else that just escaped my mind. I was just about to say something. But, oh, yes, if you're new to the channel and you want us to read your comments live on air, easy. Hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a penny. Wait 60 seconds. Your comments will then pop up and we'll read them live on air for you. that easy, and we made it the shortest amount of time possible of 60 seconds, 1 minute. There are limitations. You could set it to 5 hours, 5 days, 30 days, whatever. We put it on the bare minimum of 60 seconds. And we only did that to keep the bots out.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Tony Montana, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Tony. Keep seeing him at our pool. He likes coming over and having a chin wag with everyone.
Julie Perkins, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Julie. And I need to pick your brain when you get back to Thailand, because Darlene told me that you did a cruise ship from Japan to Australia, and I'm very interested in getting the details about that one.
Matt Blankenship Photography. Good morning, evening, all from 42.77 Celsius, Phoenix.
Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, 42 degrees Celsius. Wow, that is
that's hot.
That's 120 thereabouts.
I don't know.
Somewhere around there, 120 degrees. Wow. Here. And my mom just lives down the road from Phoenix. She lives in Goodyear.
Oh, yeah.
So very near to you, Matt. And thank you for coming on and joining us.
Tommy Lee, there's that smile. Good morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene.
Good morning, Tommy.
Tony Montana. Good morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Jackie.
And Jackie.
Jackie's still sleeping, I think. Player with a passport. Love your channel information and content. Golden.
And thank you for that, player with a passport.
Herbie J. Greetings, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke. In the final countdown now, 6 days until we start our journey to Thailand. Woohoo!
Yeah, not long now, Herbie.
T-6.
Yeah. That's going to go very quick.
Wendy, hello from Dennis and Wendy. Hope everyone is well. T-20.
I love it when they put
countdown's on already. Malcolm, there he is. Good morning, Team Coops. Looking a very bright yellow, Brooke. It's actually a greenish.
He likes his fluorescent colors, don't you?
Wendy, hope this visa goes through for us.
Yeah, I hope it goes through for everybody.
It might be what they had 20 days, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah,
hopefully it'll be
implemented by then.
Yep. Roger Walker, hello, Jack Bree. New Wave, good luck with the surgery, Coop.
Thank you.
Congrats on the 1-year anniversary.
Yeah, we're actually pretty elated about the 1-year birthday, sort of a milestone for us, and the channel's doing really, really well. I think we're at 14,000, almost 400. 14,400
for 1 year, from zero to that. That's
0 to 1 year.
You know, hats off to you. You've done well, Coop.
Thank you, and thank you to everybody.
Wendy, congrats on 1 year. Yeah,
thank you, Wendy. That'll be on Saturday. We're having a 1-year celebration on the channel. We're going to do it as a special live stream and have free giveaways.
Wow, Stephen Funslow. Good morning, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke. From a cold Melbourne, currently 10 a.m. and 12 degrees Celsius.
Ow, that's super cold. Nippy. Yes, that is cold.
Wendy, heal quickly.
I hope so. I'm not looking forward to it, Wendy. I'm really not. Because I've spoken to several people that have had the implants, and they said the worst thing is when they put the implant in the metal rod, they screw it into the bone, that it makes the bone in your mouth expand, and it's quite painful. So I'm not looking forward to the pain, but I am looking forward to getting the work done.
Andrew Shimonik, do you know of any Muay Thai schools for Frangs nearby?
Yes, I actually know several. They're the biggest one that I know of that does the education visa for Thai Muay Thai is the one directly opposite Terminal 21 Mall in Pattaya. We've seen it many times. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, Andrew, but yeah, they are listed there. Singh also knows. So if you want to reach out to Singh, reach out to him, and he'll be able to help you with that, because he knows that Muay Thai school, as he's helped several people get the education visa for learning Muay Thai.
Yeah, seems to be quite a lot of them around. Bootney 66. Hello, everyone. Just got off work in my car and listening to the live stream.
And thank you, Bootney.
The Music Sanctuary. Congrats on the 1 year, Coop and Darlene, and all the best with a speedy recovery for you, Cooper.
And thank you, Music Sanctuary. I hope so. I hope it's not going to last too long.
Gary O'Hanlon, morning from Cairns, Queensland,
Cairns,
Australia.
Yeah. Up in the Northern Territory there, Australia. That's somewhere I'd like to visit.
A lot of bucket list here. Jim Lawrence, looking good, guys. Good luck with your dental, Coop. Enjoying the Q&A, Jimmy.
And thank you, Jim. Really appreciate that.
Dave Geyser, good evening from Denver. A question. I smoke cigars. Can I smoke them on the deck?
Yes,
balcony,
you can. You can smoke them on the balcony. Most condos that you rent out here, they'll have a table and chairs and an ashtray.
Yeah.
So you will be able to smoke your cigars, smoke your cigarettes, whatever, out there on the balcony. And Andrew Shimonik bought us a coffee, says, thanks again for your channel and support. Thank you, Andrew. Really appreciate it.
Jack Bree, g'day, Roger. Stephen Gale, hi, gents. One of the condo costs that have gone crazy over here, especially in Florida, are HOA fees, homeowner association fees. Mine went up 50% to over $1,000. Now, he's talking a month.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Do condos in Thailand have HOAs? And if so, approximately how much? Cheers.
Okay, Stefan, here's the easy answer to that. Yes, no. All right. You only pay HOA fees if you are a owner. If you're a tenant and you're renting, there are no HOA fees. I've never known any of my subscribers to say, hey, Cooper, I'm landed with a HOA bill, and we have over 200 here. So,
and even as an owner, they're not much, Cooper.
No.
I looked into them. I think you're talking like under $30 a month, $40, maybe $50 on a nice property, which is nothing compared to the West.
No.
Like this guy's paying $1,000.
Exactly.
So, yeah, they're peanuts.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And a renter doesn't
big
pay
difference
any of that.
here. And renters don't pay any of it. That's down to the landlord to pay, to the owner.
Derek McClintock, happy birthday, CTA. Can't believe it. It's been a year already. Appreciate all you do for us.
And thank you, Derek. Really appreciate it. I can't believe it's been a year either. It's gone super quick. Yeah. Of our first video that we did at Ko Chang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Retirement. Time flies.
Yeah.
Chris McQuicklin, morning, gang.
Good morning, Chris. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Life of Intent. Hello to all of you beautiful people.
And thank you for coming on and joining us, Life of Intent. And we thank all of you beautiful people that are joining us here today.
Alfa Romeo, there he is. Good day, gents. Happy 1-year anniversary.
And thank you, Alfa Romeo.
Dan B, good morning, eh? From hot and humid Ottawa.
Ottawa's hot this time of year now?
Well,
is it picking up?
Yeah, it's a nice time. No, it can't normally be like that, but you do get the heat waves now and then. So
what would you call a heat wave in Ottawa?
At this time of year, 30.
So about 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
That would be warm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good temperature.
Terry O'Hanlon, I tried to access Shop's website, but it won't connect. Time's out every time.
Sean's. I think that's what he means. Sorry. Yes, Terry. His website is down. And the reason it's down is he's got a lot of new properties just come on because high season's finished. So now it's low season, and because of our channel, he's getting owners contacting him directly and said, hey, I saw you and Coop on Cooper's channel. Would you be willing to list mine as one of your properties? So what he's doing is he's getting all these pictures and miniature videos that we're helping him with, and he's putting them on his website. So he's currently doing a huge update. Hopefully it's going to be up and running in the next couple of weeks. So there's going to be lots and lots for you guys to see it on there.
Win-win all the way around.
Yeah.
Mike, guys, when I come, is there a hotel you suggest for a week while searching for a home?
There's quite a few. There's loads of hotels here. It all depends where you want to be, Mike. If you want to be in Jomtien, you want to be Pattaya. One of my favorite hotels is in Pattaya, and that is the Holiday Inn. I love the Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn Express, is it?
Yes, the Holiday Inn Express. It's very near Terminal 21 Mall, and it's literally you walk out the back gate and you're on the beach.
Right.
You're on Pattaya Beach Road, so it's really, really good location there, and far enough away where you're not going to get all the loud noise from the people that are partying at the bars.
Right.
So it's a good location where you're going to sleep good at night. If you did want to go to the bars, it's literally jump on a bus and you're there in 3 minutes. So it's not very far at all to Soy 6 and Walking Street. in that respect. But you could easily walk it in 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes from there. And it's a really nice area to stay in. The beds are super comfortable. The pillows are comfortable. And that's what matters to me the most, you know, the comfortability of the bed. I hate sleeping on those Thai beds that are hard as a rock.
Yeah.
And the Holiday Inn, they sort of put Western beds and mattresses in there, so they're super comfortable.
I mean, you could look at hotels.com. I've used them in the past, and even Agoda, you know, for a week stay, for example. But lots of options. Kern Ershad, hi buddies, love the 60-day entry, so let's confirm now. I have more days to open a bank account as a tourist.
Yes, you will have more days to open a bank account. They're saying that the 60-day entry is being put on hold until the end of the month, beginning of next month.
Okay.
Because they have to let all the different relevant departments know, and they have to give them the paperwork and all this. So it's been delayed by 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, but even if you do come before it's approved, you get the 30, and you can extend it
for another 30 inside
with a quick
country.
check-in. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Lots of time to open an account. Terry O'Hanlon, hi guys. Can you confirm Sean's website? I tried to. Yeah, we've had.
It's down right now for because he's got a lot of work to put on there.
Updating it.
Yeah. I love my coffee in the mornings.
Chugsy, good afternoon from North Vancouver, Canada.
And good afternoon, Chugsy. Thanks for coming on and joining us. 101 people online. Please hit the thumbs up. And if you want to help support the channel, you can right here by using your camera and scanning the QR code and buying us a coffee.
Any stress kid. Hello, Coop Troop. Hammerhead Bass. Best high rise on Jomtien Beach.
Best high rise.
Oh,
wow, there's quite a few.
Yeah, there's some nice
ones.
There's
quite a few.
Copacabana is popular.
Copacabana is, I would say, the best.
And then Liz is in, what's it called? The Eris, or down at the other end there a bit?
Yeah. Quite a few live down there. And that one, that's a nice one too. Yep. But yeah, Copacabana, for the size of the pool and all the different amenities they have there inside the condo complex, the games room, the gyms and all that. It's really, really beautiful.
Dan B, question. I know it's best to do an exploration trip prior to moving to Thailand, but sometimes that is not logistically possible. Have you met people that moved there on a leap of faith? Might be a good video.
Yes, I have. One of them. Quite a few. Quite a few, actually. I would say over half of our subscribers that are here and retired right now did it on a leap of faith, solely by our videos, solely by reaching out to us, sending us emails, and we'd speak to them on the phone and alleviate some of their fears.
Yeah.
And solely because of the community that we built.
Yeah.
All those that are messaging have the right to join our Cooper's Thai Adventure community group on Facebook. It's for subscribers only. So if you're not a subscriber, you can't join. It doesn't cost you free. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free to do so. But it shows that you at least support our effort and what we're trying to do. And for those that are emailing me, asking me for help, if you're not a subscriber, I just delete the email. I don't even respond to it because it feels like it's a bit of a slap in the face. It doesn't cost you anything to hit that button. All it does is help us help more people, which is what we want. And if you're not willing to hit that button, which is free to you, and you're asking for my help, well, then you're slapping me in the face and I just delete your email. I don't even respond to it.
Okay.
So we're able to check on our YouTube analytics straight away if somebody's a subscriber or not. So
I think, Dan, in my case, I came here, you might say on a leap of faith, but then is it really a leap of faith? If you do enough research, like there's enough videos out, talk to people that have been here. In my case, I had you to pick your brain as to, you've lived here, as to what to expect. And boy, it was, because of the research is why I'm here. And it was the first time. So yeah, if you do enough research, you'll be comfortable coming here, especially if you get in with a group like ours.
Yeah, you'll make loads of new friends.
Oh yeah,
and join the Facebook
and it's
group.
Easy.
All those in the chat are obviously subscribers, because if not, your chat wouldn't come up. So you're eligible to join the Facebook community. over 1,200 people on there, and over 200 of them are living here. So they're able to answer your questions, and you can do it in real time because we have the live chat on there as well.
True. Ian Evans, good morning, guys. Sitting in my taxi watching the live stream. 1:15 a.m. in UK, 13 degrees, and it's British summertime.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you, Ian, for coming on and joining us.
World Traveler 70, good morning, CTA from Manila.
And thank you for coming in from Manila. Yeah.
Wow.
People are complaining all over Philippines right now as the electricity bills have gone up 300%.
Crazy.
In the last 2 months.
Crazy.
Yeah. And they're saying, I can't afford it anymore. From, less than $100 a month over $300 a month. That eats into somebody's pension.
Oh, big time.
Big time.
Malcolm Hawkins, Coops, my yearly condo fees are $250 for the year. Per year, that's in Aussie dollars. So it's like $20 a month.
Yeah.
Malcolm owns a condo
Aussie
here.
dollars, so that's about 175 US.
Okay.
175 US dollars. Nothing. And his size, I think he's in 55, 60 square meters, something like that. Okay. Malcolm said to us.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. And it does go by the square meter.
If you were in Florida, it'd be double that per month at least. Phil T, good morning, gentlemen and Darlene. Still enjoying country Thailand. Yes, it hurts tensioning down the dentures, but the pain settles pretty quickly. Custard and jelly at room temperature. That's what you can look forward to eating. Cooper.
Yeah, exactly.
No hot or cold foods. Yeah, that'll be another thing. No hot or cold. Man.
We went shopping the other day, Brooke, and Darlene bought some of the Jell-O packets. I hate Jell-O.
Well, you're going to learn to love it.
I said, just get me some Greek yogurt and I'll be okay with that. I'll eat Greek yogurt. But yeah, not hot or cold foods. Yeah, thank you for that. I got to let it sit in the middle of the heat in the room and spoil before I can eat it.
Tommy Lee, wow, it has been a year already. Congrats and many more.
And thank you, Tommy.
Kurma Ershad, what do you guys think of a big arrest in Phuket of a nominee Thai lady who represented so many Russians buying land and businesses? You think this avoid company ownership of homes? Best to lease.
Well, I mean, it's going on in Phuket all the time.
Yeah.
That's where we're getting most of our bad news from. It's Phuket. And hence why we like it here in Jomtien. Sort of nothing ever happens bad here. And,
well, I know there's enclaves, and that seems to be a popular one with Russians, Phuket.
Yeah.
And I've heard that, and listen, every country has people with money.
Yeah.
And the Russians with money have bought up the condos, like the nice condos in Phuket. So maybe that's how they did it, get their ownership.
And I got a shout out to give. Hope I don't botch your name there. Terry Hanlon bought us coffee and says, thank you for your channel. And thank you so much, Terry. Really, really appreciate it. But yeah, Kuram, in regards to your question there, the best way to do it is the legal way. And the legal way of buying a house here in Thailand is you buy the house, you do a land lease for up to 90 years. 30 years renewable twice is your 90 years, and you're completely legal. That's going to cover you, your life, your kids' life, and your grandchildren's lives.
Sure.
So that's going to cover 3 generations. And by the end of it, if they want, they can sell it to one of their siblings. When you pass it on through the wills, they can sell it to one of their siblings and continue the 90-year land lease. So you can do that. And also, when you buy a place here, which I'm going to be doing in the future, I want to buy a pool villa. Go Bitcoin, please help me out. And what you can do is you can have 5 names on the owner's book. All right. So there's then no inheritance tax. So I can put Darlene, my wife's, and our children's names on there. So that's 3 plus me is 4. Yeah. And then when her children have children, they can add them to it as well. So absolutely great there.
I, on the other hand, will continue to lease. Jack Bree, Coop sent an email last week about visas, etc. I haven't heard back yet. Too many emails, I reckon.
about visas, I think I did reply to you, Jack. Check your spam folder. Just check your spam folder. I'm pretty sure I didn't reply, and I will look after the live stream just to double check. But I'm pretty sure I did reply to you.
Now, just so you know, guys, how many emails did you get that one day? You told me like it was 80 something in one day.
Yeah,
you know, that's why.
And when we did the video on the update, the breaking news on the new immigration changes, I got over 200 on that one day.
Over 200. And listen, Cooper replies to everyone.
Me alone. I don't. Darlene doesn't do it. Brooke doesn't help me, or either. You know, I'm doing it all by myself, and I am trying to get through.
God bless
everybody's. Just bear with me, Jack, if I haven't already replied.
Dennis L, greetings and salutations.
And hello, Dennis.
New Wave, not sure why my comments are being censored by YouTube. Was just talking or asking about the 60-day visa thing.
If you put the @ symbol, you know, the @ like websites, Cooper's Thai Adventure @gmail.com.
Right.
YouTube automatically blocks it. Nothing to do with us. Yeah.
Is that right?
If you put certain symbols, they don't allow it.
Oh,
so, spell out the words. Don't use the cheat symbols
every day.
And you should be okay.
Terry O'Hanlon, any recommendations for a 3-bed condo long-term in Jomtien or Pratamac?
Yeah, there are quite a few, Terry. Reach out to Sean, and he'll be able to help you with that.
3 bedrooms. Wow.
Yeah, there are 3-bedroom condos.
Okay.
We've had them on the channel. We've done a 3-bedroom. We've done a 4-bedroom condo.
Okay.
On the channel.
So they're rare.
Yeah, they are rare. We don't have.
I don't think there's any in this complex.
No. Studio 1 and 2 is our complex. The one across the road, Studio 1 and 2. But there are several that do have 3 bedrooms, and one that I found that had a 4-bedroom.
Well, as you say, Sean will know.
Sean knows.
That's his business.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you don't have Sean's details, Terry, just send me an email, and I'll be more than happy to forward it to him. But we need to know your price range and when you plan on coming out. That really helps a lot. It cuts down the amount of emails we both receive.
Okay. Willie Gilligan, what would you consider a...
Yeah, he answers that too down. We'll get there.
All right. Kermit Ershad, what do you think of a woman who got busted for being nominee shareholder for all those Russians back in Phuket?
Yeah. Well, she's got herself to blame. They're going after these lawyers that are making it happen and these fake nominees that people are using. So if you got a Thai company, you're doing it legally. If you don't have a company and you're not opening a company in Thailand, then you're breaking the law.
Well, and then the consequences are, the lady's been arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're the owner of the condo. Are you the owner?
These are houses.
Yeah, or houses. Are you the owner? Well, who knows? Time will tell.
Exactly.
Your company's probably going to get folded, and there you go. Willie Gilligan, how long would you expect it to take to get a retirement visa approved?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah.
3 weeks is the average length of time it takes to get a retirement visa approved, Willie. And out of our 200 plus subscribers that are here, nobody has ever been refused a retirement visa. Now, I do have people that say, I don't want to live in Pattaya, I don't want to live in Jomtien. They go to different areas of Thailand, and they've applied for a Thai retirement visa, and they've been denied. There's 2 people that's happened to. Told them, come down to Pattaya. They did. Approved.
Yeah.
So different areas, different interpretations of the visa rules by different departments. Maybe they don't get many foreigners up there, and they're, applying for retirement visas, only maybe extensions to tourist visas and things like that, or marriage visas, not so many retirement visas. They do things differently. If you want it done and you want it passed the first time with no stress, do it here in Jomtien.
And Sing's a great resource to use.
And he's the best agent.
And the reason I say that, guys, is if you're like me, you don't want any hassles. I don't want lineups. I don't want worry. Yeah. I don't want paperwork. Hey, let me pay a little bit more, have it done professionally by a local who speaks fluent Thai and English. And then if I want to go to Chiang Mai after, or Udon Thani or Hua Hin, I'll go. I got my retirement visa the first time. Now, the second one, hey, on the renewal, maybe you do it yourself, but at least get
your initial one here.
Yep.
for those that are coming out to Thailand, it would be my recommendation.
Keep it easy, keep it simple. Dave Geyser from Denver again. I'm coming on a leap of faith mid-January. Going to take 2 weeks to find a place and move in February 1st is my goal. I've watched hundreds of videos and know what it'll be like.
Yeah.
Now, Davey, the only issue is you're going to be smack dab high season.
Yeah.
So maybe when you do that, take a short-term rental, like maybe a 4-month or 6-month, get you into low.
Yeah.
And then you can book a year after. And the other thing with a short-term being your first time, you see if you like the area. And if you don't, hey, you're going somewhere else for the year.
Great advice there, Brooke.
As always. World Traveler 70. Yes, the electric has doubled and tripled, but I was already in the process of returning to Thailand in August. I've been here for almost 2 years, and I've had enough. That's all I would say. Now, he's referring to the Philippines. Okay?
Yeah, yes. And, buddy, you're a saint, because I only made it 15 months, 16 months. And I was like, Brooke, I can't stay here any longer. I'm done. I'm moving to Thailand. You're welcome to come join us.
Or I got to go.
What's in Thailand? Why is it better than in the Philippines? I said, watch these videos. And I showed him some videos. He's like, when can we go?
Yeah.
That was it. He was sold.
I'll tell you, World Traveler, when I meet, people from the Philippines and I was there for 5 years or 2, you know what? They all need a medal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. Dave Geyser looking for, okay.
Kind of missed that, Dave.
Mike, guys, I'm curious about your thoughts about Hua Hin. Have you ever been? What do you hear? You've been, haven't you?
I spent one night there.
Okay.
And in a hotel driving back from Koh Samui. And I didn't really get to see a lot of it. On our Facebook group, though, Mike, I do read a lot of the comments on there that people post. And I hardly ever interfere. I let people say what they want to say on there. The only rule we have is don't advertise any companies on there, because if another subscriber uses it and it gets a negative impact, for maybe they get scammed or something, then it reflects on us.
Sure.
So we don't allow that on the Facebook group. Now, of the people that we know that have been there, we have subscribers gone there for a week, 2 weeks, a month. All of them have come back, and they've all said it's not for me.
Okay.
They said it felt like God's waiting room, where the average foreigner was 80 plus with a Zimmer frame. I don't know if that's true. I've never.
So a little quieter, I guess.
It's too quiet for them.
Okay. There's no malls, I've heard.
There is a couple
mini ones,
okay. I would call. Nothing like what we have here. There's no beach walk like we have here.
Okay.
It's just
bot
the
buses.
They got bot buses.
Okay, they do.
They
do. Well,
but people go and they don't like it. I've never met anybody that's left our group and said, I'm moving to Hua Hin.
Right.
It's the place I want to be. And I'm not saying this in a bad way, folks. I'm only giving you the feedback that I've got, that I've read on the Facebook group, because people are saying, hey, anybody been to Hua Hin? What's it like? And you'll see the replies on there. People say, yeah, I went there for 2 weeks. No way. I came back to Jomtien.
Well, I know, there's people like Romeo, and he's traveled. He spends time in Chiang Mai. He spent time in Udon Thani. He spent time down in Hua Hin, Phuket. Yeah. So if you got a few extra days and you're here, on retirement or just visiting, check out a few of the other places. You kind of get a good vibe quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, we were down in Rayon.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, that's a nice beach down there. But there wasn't much else going on.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's good to travel.
Yeah. And Mike, by all means, check it out for yourself and make up your own opinion. Just because it wasn't good for them doesn't mean it won't be good for you. Take a week and stay in a hotel down there and check it out for yourself. See whether you like it. And give us your feedback, of course.
Terry O'Hanlon, I looked into the legalities of the 30 by 30 by 30 lease. It isn't legal. After 30 years, it's up to the landowner if he wants to continue for an extra 30 years. Why would he do it for free is the question.
And here's what I have to say about that, Terry. It is legal. Okay, I'm going to argue the difference with you. I've lived in Thailand for 6 years, and I can tell you, I know off the top of my hand, 20, 30 people that have done it. and it is completely legal. And it has been enforced for over 20 years. Okay. When I first came to Thailand, people were doing it then. All right. And it is completely and utterly legal because a foreigner cannot own land in Thailand, but you can lease the land. That is called a land lease. Land leases are legal. You can own your house, but you cannot own the land, and you can lease it for 30 up to a maximum of 90 years. You get a good lawyer, and the lawyer will put it in the contract that you want it for 90 years. So you'll get it for the 30. The person you buy it off, most of the time is going to be a developer. All right. Unless you do a private sale. Most of the time is going to be a developer. They don't want the headaches at the end of the day. They want it, taken off their sheets, and collect the money for the sale of the land and the house. And they're just going to agree to it straight away with the lawyers. And then after the 90 years, you can always renew it.
I think, like anything,
your grandkids will be able to do that.
You need a good lawyer with a contract.
Yes.
Now, one good thing about Thailand, and I've spoke to lawyers on this, contracts are enforceable by law.
Right.
So, if you've got a valid contract, obviously drawn by a lawyer that meets the requirements, it's enforceable in law. So, that should have you covered. And the other thing, I think with these lease contracts, they're actually registered at the local land office.
Yes, they are.
So when it's a registered document, that's also backup for you. So your contract, obviously, why would he do it for free?
That's not for free.
No, your initial offer includes those renewals at your option.
Yes.
And the lawyer has verified this. Obviously, it'll be a Thai lawyer. You know what I mean? And it'll be, it'll be covering you. So I can see it working. Put it that way.
And here's to elaborate on that a little bit, Brooke, Terry, is that it's, as Brooke said, it's not for free, because when you buy the property, you're buying the property and the land. So if they say
you're buying the house and rent and leasing the land,
but here's what they do: they incorporate that in the price.
Yes.
So if you're see a house you want, say it's 5 million baht. Okay, you saw a nice house, you want a pool villa, whatever, 5 million baht. You pay the 5 million, you get the title for the house. It's called a shanut here in Thailand. You get that in your name. The land, you get a rental contract, but it's already sold you that in the price. You don't pay any fee except every 30 years you pay a small fee. And the current fee, I believe, is around about 4,000 baht, $120 thereabouts. And that covers the contract for another 30 years.
Bingo.
Yeah. And that's it. So I hope that answers your question, Terry.
Any stress, kid? We'll be landing on 6/27 as retirees. Can't wait to begin our lives in the land of smiles. Well, that's coming up.
Yeah, not very long there, Dennis and Wendy.
T-minus 21.
Yeah. And they came out for a couple-week trial. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Said, we're going home. We're selling everything. That's it. Thailand fits what we want.
We've met many
Lovely
couples
couple
like that.
Yeah.
Darlene, and I forget the hubby's name from PEI.
Yeah.
Same thing. First time out. Check it out. Oh, yeah. Going home to sell everything. Dub Will. Good day, gents.
Good day, Will. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Current Earthshed. Awesome, guys. Booking my trip now to be there with my wife on the 20th of June. Wow, that's coming up. Singh said he can open bank account in Bangkok Bank.
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually opening up here, but the name of the bank is Bangkok Bank.
Yeah.
So branches everywhere.
Like Bangkok Hospital.
Yeah.
Bangkok Bank. They're all over Thailand.
And that bank's not good. It's slick.
Yeah.
That scan pay that you put me on there a couple months
It's fantastic.
Back,
yeah. I love it.
Any stress kits, smash the like buttons, guys.
Yes, please.
Make
if you're
Darlene
watching
smile.
today's live stream, hit the thumbs up. Doesn't cost you a penny, and it really helps the channel. And if you're watching on the replay, hit the thumbs up too. That really does help. It's 128 people online. Let's see if we can get 128 thumbs up, please.
San Hun, congrats on the 1 year or 14,000 subs. I assume with the upcoming surgery, the live streams will end for several months.
No, a couple weeks.
No.
Couple weeks maximum. I'm a quick healer, so it'll take me a couple weeks, and maybe I'll be back to normal.
Maybe Darlene and I will have to do them while you're absent.
Okay, yeah, there you go. You can do it with my wife. Not a problem.
We'll see. Tommy Lee, there's that smile. Hey guys, is there a bot bus that goes to Grand Florida? I understand it's about a 1 hour walk to Jomtien.
Who told you that, Tommy? A 1 hour walk? No, I can do it on the beach. Camera cut off. Oh, no, I'm back on. Okay, sorry about that.
You're not moving. It's frozen.
Is my camera frozen?
It looks to
Let
me
me
to
just
be frozen.
take a look on the TV here, folks. Bear with me a second.
Oh, there you're moving now.
Am I moving? Am I back to normal now?
Yeah, you're a little slow, but geez, you're getting a little fuzzy now too.
Thanks, Brooke Schneider. No, it's saying that it's there and it's still working.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
we're
that's
good.
the replay.
Yeah, no, it's still working on the TV.
Okay.
So we're good to go there. And now your camera's off and back on. Weird. Okay, so something's happening with the internet there. No, there is no bot bus, Tommy. So there is no bot bus going from Glen, Florida to Jomtien, but you can walk it on the beach. If you wanted to walk it on the road, yes, it would take you an hour. You're right in that respect.
Glen, Florida was nice.
But if you to walk the beach, yeah, you're literally in Jomtien in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Just take your shoes off and walk on the sand or walk with your feet going through the water and you're straight up to Jomtien Beach Road.
It was a little, like beautiful beach access, Grand Florida, and a nice complex. Definitely had a lot of pluses. The only downside I saw personally, I'm about a 10-minute walk to the local 7-Eleven, you know, which is up by the highway. So at least you got access if you got a scooter or a car, but a little more isolated, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. But it is a beautiful place.
Oh yeah, beautiful place. Lots of options. New Wave. Would Brooke be doing the live stream for a few weeks? Oh no, not a few weeks. He's a quick.
It's only twice a week, Brooke. You can handle it.
Quick healer, Cooper.
You got the gift of the gab, as the British say.
Gift of the gab. I'll give you the gab. Next, please. Gary O'Hanlon. Yes, you can drop the 30 by 30 lease, but it's up to the landowner to agree to the extension after the 30 years. It hasn't been tested yet because none of them have reached the 30-year period. Well, that would be an interesting case,
you're right. But however, you get that drawn up in the contract. Like I said, Terry, I know many people that have done it.
Yeah.
20, 30 people, friends of mine, have actually done exactly that. And I've seen their contract from the lawyer. It's both in English and in Thai. And it says there that, you know, that they have to agree to the maximum of 90 years.
Be like an option at, you know,
so it's automatically renewed and it's written into the contract.
Terry's got a point though. Probably there hasn't been a 30-year expiry yet.
So no, because it's only been going for just over 20 years.
And the last thing I would comment on that is most of these will be through a developer, as you mentioned. You know, that's what I would say, cover it, is do it through a developer who's going to obviously look after their interests. You're looking after yours, the lawyer's in the middle. But as Coop said, a developer, hey, he'll probably agree to the extension for that price. It'll be at your option.
Yeah.
And he's not going to want to rock that boat even in 30 years if he's still, like, who owns it if he's not in business? You know what I mean? Somebody would, but
yeah, and it's all approved by the land office.
Well,
too,
that's
the
it.
lawyers.
It's registered, so yeah, I can see it being legit.
Yeah.
Willie Gilligan, guys, where you live near Pattaya, do you ever get typhoons, hurricanes there?
No, none.
No, never seen it.
Philippines gets them, Willie. Thailand does not.
Right.
The only thing we get is the monsoon rains here in Thailand. But in Jomtien and Pattaya area, because we're sort of in that cove, we don't get it. They get it up north, they get it in Bangkok, they get it down in Phuket. Here, we're sort of in that weather pattern where everything just sort of goes around us. We do get heavy rains from time to time, but again, it lasts 30 minutes, maximum an hour, and then it's beautiful and sunny outside. And it really brings down the humidity, so it's nice. We love it going out after it rains.
14 months now, and I don't recall any more than a maximum day's rain. Most of them, as you say, they're short 5-minute to 15-minute rain, heavy as heck sometimes, but you know, the pavement's dry an hour later. You know, like you wouldn't know.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't know it rained.
No. kind of ideal.
And Tekken sends a $20 super thanks and says, congrats on the 1 year. Keep doing your thing. And thank you, Tekken. God bless you, brother. Really, really appreciate it. And we will. We'll keep going as long as you guys want to watch. We'll keep doing it.
Thinking of moving next month. Wow.
You'll love it here.
Yep.
You'll love it. Again, I've only had one subscriber that ever returned home and said it's not for me. And that one person was from Denmark, and it's cold in Denmark. And he turned around and said, I'm not used to the heat.
Too hot. Okay.
Yeah. So he said, not for me. I thought it was going to be much cooler, 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 degrees Celsius. I was like, nope, this is Thailand,
30 degrees.
You're close to the equator, so you're never going to see snow or ice.
No.
Ever. Because we're so close to the equator, it's summer all year round.
Yeah.
All year round.
You get acclimated pretty quick. I think we're acclimated now.
Yeah.
Sure, we do still sweat, but you stay in the shade and, maybe have an afternoon nap and hit the pools, and life's great.
If you go north of Chiang Mai, you'll see frost, fog,
okay.
In the early mornings in the winter there in December and January. They do get a little bit of, because they're high up on the mountains, they do get the fog in the mornings.
Right.
Sometimes I've seen that on people's vlogs that live up in that area, but they've never had snow or ice up there, they've told me.
Julie Perkins, happy first anniversary, Coop. A great achievement. You have helped so many people, including us. There you go.
And thank you, Julie. Yep. I'm looking forward to you and your husband getting back out here and coming to our next meet and greet. I know he likes it, coming to meet us. And our meet and greets are the third Friday of every month. The next one will be on the 21st at Fraser's at 6 p.m. If I'm not talking very much, that's because I've still got stitches in my mouth. But Darlene Brooke Schneider will be there, and they'll be covering for me, hopefully. But I will definitely be there.
Larry Fournier, with the Grand Florida to Jomtien walk, you'll definitely get your 8,000 steps in. Correct.
Yeah, you will. You'll get your steps in. And there's plenty of motorbike taxis to take you back and forth. So if you wanted to do it on the ultra cheap, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don Delonic. Good morning from District Grand Park 2. Sitting on the veranda drinking my morning coffee. Life is great in Jomtien. I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don is our neighbor, and we call him Captain Canada.
Captain Canada.
Is that Captain Canada?
Oh,
no, it's not. Is that Don?
It doesn't look like him, no. Alchemist, I watched one of your recent live streams and agree. Bitcoin's winning. Crypto Thailand retirement. Correct.
And Thailand just got approved for their very first ETF.
For
Bitcoin, and it starts the end of this month. Hong Kong comes in South Korea comes in the end of this month. Japan, England's just launched one. Australia's just launched one this week. So a lot of what's it at?
$71,
$29. There you go.
Now it's funny. We had originally talked. Oh, this is going back probably last October.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bitcoin was at 25 when you started looking into it. Well, here it is at 71, and it's what
6 months later. 6 to 8 months later.
8 months later.
Wow, big difference.
And guess what, guys? Up and to the right. Malcolm Hawkins. I'll help you do live stream, Brooke. We could run amok while Coop's resting. That's an idea, Malcolm. I'm in if you're in, okay?
God, I'm not going to get any peace and quiet, am I?
We'll get a bunch of new
subscribers. And New Wave just became our newest channel member. Thank you, New Wave, for joining. He now gets the badge next to his name just over here, and it costs him $2 a month. And that helps support our channel and pay for our gas to run around and make all these wonderful videos for you. So thank you, New Wave. Really appreciate it.
Dan B, have you experienced issues with your laptop or other electronics due to the salt air?
No,
not yet.
I haven't.
I haven't
and we've been in this condo for over a year now. Our wash machine's on the balcony. I've not seen a spot of rust on it. Our aircon fan is on the balcony. Again, I haven't seen a spot of rust on there. The table and chairs that's out there are little laundry foldable things that you put your clothes on to air dryer, I think it's called. again, no rust on it. I've not experienced that. But then we're about a mile, just under a mile away from the beach. And I say to those people that, you know, want to be here and retire and want a discount, you know, and can't afford 20,000 baht plus, you know, for a room on the beach, a condo on the beach, consider our area, because we got a shuttle here. I mean, we posted a couple of days ago just at Grand Park 1, our neighbor condo directly across the street. And they have a shuttle between the two buildings, two complexes, that take you to Jomtien Beach Road, and it takes you to Big C and Macro on Sukhumvit Road. And it's free, and it runs 5 times a day, every couple hours. So
and the schedule's posted, so you know.
It doesn't cost you a penny. And that's why I really promote this area.
Yeah.
Because even though you're like a mile away from the beach, what's that, 1.5 kilometers? For those of you,
easy 15-minute walk
in Europe. Yeah, it's a 15-minute walk. We do it in, or you can get on the shuttle bus, and then what you do is you get on the bus, go into Pattaya, whatever, have a great day out, and then come back and speak to the driver. He'll tell you when he's back at Jomtien Beach Road, and pick it up exactly where you got dropped off at. So it saves you even more money. You'll be going to Pattaya and back for under $1, under $1 US. And the shuttle is free. Takes you to the beach and the shopping centers. So plus, as Cooper likes to say.
Don Delanic, I am not Captain Cannabis, General Altcoin. 90. Oh, that's Donnie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the 92-year-old man, now 29.
Yeah, when Don came here, he had a Zimmer frame. Yeah. And he was walking with that. And he said to me, he goes to get a massage regularly. I think it's like every other day he goes to get a massage. And he said that helped him with all his joint problems. And originally he had that Zimmer frame. Then he went on to a cane. And now every time we see him, he's walking up and down by the pool.
Yep.
No support needed. And he's dancing the jig.
Walking to the
He's dancing the jig like, I feel 29 years old. That's
well, you know, it's the lifestyle here and the weather. And, you know, obviously retired and just loving life. He's right. He's like a 29-year-old kid again.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, for $5, he's getting a 2-hour massage and taking care
and loves
all his aches and pains.
Yep.
And he says they really do a fantastic job. He always gives the woman a good tip.
He's got a lady that comes in, does all his cleaning, you know, and maybe laundry too. I'm not sure, but, you know, so you can get all the services here reasonably priced and just, you know, focus on your health and enjoying life. So
exactly.
Dave Geyser, how do you handle the power difference 110 versus 220?
Very easy, because most technology is now dual voltage. All right. For example, my laptop that I'm talking to you on, it's dual voltage. My cell phone is dual voltage. The chargers that you get for your laptop and cell phones and Brooke's tablet there are dual voltage.
Plug in, that's all you do.
My electric razor I use for shaving. It's got a little coin slot at the bottom that you put like a penny in and you turn it. You could change it from 110 to 220.
Okay.
I've had that for like 7 years and never had an issue. So, you know, I can change the voltage between America and Thailand with that. Things like hair dryers for the lady and straighteners, they're not dual voltage.
Buy it here.
So you're better off getting rid of it and buying it here because electronics here are very cheap compared to the West.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
I know,
cheap.
you know, that's just to address that issue from my standpoint, doing the research back in the West. Oh boy, it's a different voltage. Yeah, am I going to have to get all new appliances, or do I need adapters? Do I need Evans, you just come here and like you say, our stuff's already geared for 110, 220.
Yes.
So I simply plug in the chargers, everything gets charged.
Exactly.
I've never had a problem in 14 months. So much ado about nothing.
Exactly. So Dave, not really an issue unless you got hair straighteners or a blow dryer, then it won't work over here.
See those
most of them are not dual voltage, but your cell phones, your laptops, dual voltage, not an issue.
Mike, guys, I'm curious where you live. Will your rent go up when your lease is up? If so, will you move?
No. The rents don't really go up here that much in the low season. And I always say cash is king. All right. If you're going to pay 6 months or 3 months or a year in advance, you're going to get a discount.
Yeah.
Landlords love that. You know, when you say to them, I love this place, I want to stay here, you know, and I've got subscribers of mine that love their places so much, they've signed a 5-year lease, 5-year rental agreement. What's that do? It locks in the price for 5 years. It'll never go up during that 5-year period.
Nice having certainty.
Yeah. And the landlord's happy. He knows he's going to be renting it out, or she's going to be renting it out for the next 5 years. So it's a win-win for everybody. And here's the thing, you're protected by Thai law. So let's say you do your first year and your landlord says, I want to raise the rent by 5,000 baht a month.
Got a contract.
Sorry. Yeah. And they don't. I've never heard anybody having an issue with that. They're happy to get the 5-year income. Yeah. So if you like something, lock it in for a longer period of time.
I don't see prices going up because of the amount of supply.
Yes.
And more coming. So I think there's going to be that supply and demand thing that'll keep the rents affordable. You know, if I was asked to pay more, I wouldn't. I would give them the reasons why I wouldn't. Hey, I'm a good tenant. I've never been $1 short or a day late. If you want to keep me, I would suggest you drop the rent, and you know, maybe we'll come to an agreement at some point. But if I had to move, not a problem. You know what I mean? In fact, it'll probably be that they're not raising the rent for me, but I've decided to move.
Yeah,
I like the dark side.
Exactly.
I might just go there. We'll see in a year.
Yeah.
Alchemist, looking forward to regular massages.
And I do. Me and Darlene love our massages.
Jackie does too.
I've been and had quite a few massages here. Everyone is fantastic. I don't like the Thai massage where they dig the elbow into your back and all that. Oh, that's painful. I normally just say oil massage, soft.
Yeah.
And they will.
And they're affordable.
Yeah.
Very affordable. Here.
Very affordable here. Normal massage here is like 200 baht for an hour.
$6?
$6 for an hour. That's cheap.
Jesus, yeah. Mexico, Kurt. Hey guys, I have an opportunity to take Social Security at 62 for $17.50 a month this February. If I can't figure out a way to make any more money, can I survive decently for $17.50 US budget?
Yeah. And what I will say to you, if you're a single man, you're going to survive on that, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Both Brooke and I are married. Our wives are from the Philippines, and we're surviving on that as a married couple.
Yep.
So if we can do it as a married couple and we're having a great life, I'm sure you can do it as a single man.
Yep. I would say Mexico, Kurt, not a problem. Most months I wouldn't spend that kind of money. You know, save a bit even. But here's the key, as Coop said, if you're a single guy, definitely. If you're married, well, okay, you'll maybe be going out a little less, but it's definitely doable. Here's the big thing: you're 62. That's the right age to take it and retire. Yes. The next 2 or 3 years for you, Kurt, are more valuable to you now in retirement than when you're 80 or 90. Then 2 or 3 more years when you can't maybe, walk as good or do things as well. It's better to have it retirement in the early years.
Yeah, I agree.
Take it early.
Yeah, $17.50. That is an excellent budget. I've got subscribers out here on $1,000 a month.
Yeah,
literally $1,000 a month pension, and they're living comfortably and enjoying it.
And why it's so affordable, when you can get this 5-star accommodation, say in a 1-bedroom for 10,000 baht. Well, that's only $300. You got $17.50 there.
Yeah,
and we know people here in nice studios here for 8,000 baht. Like $250.
Yeah.
So you got a lot left over, Kurt.
Yeah.
The Saint R15, you just have to deal with the Hertz 50 for Thailand, 60 for Philippines.
Yeah. Well, 60 hertz, 50 hertz TVs. They run better on 60 hertz than they do 50 hertz.
Okay.
So it's a plus there.
Alchemist. And it's the reverse riddle of the Sphinx. What goes on 4 feet in the morning, 2 feet in midday, and 3 feet in the evening? The answer, man.
Okay. I played that Trivial Pursuit game, the Genius Edition, many years ago.
Yeah.
And there was a question in there, and it still made me laugh to this day. It said, what do men do standing up, women do sitting down, and dogs do on 3 legs? What everybody thinks the answer is, go to the toilet. Well, it's not. Shake hands. Men stand up to shake hands. Women sit down, can shake hands, and dogs do on 3 legs.
Oh, I
So,
see.
yeah, there you go.
I
remember that question from years ago.
Thailand or bus, 1111. We'll be entering Thailand in August.
And be great to meet you.
Yeah.
Come out and join us at our meet and greets every 3rd Friday of the month at Fraser's.
Cloud AC, I agree. I'm getting at least 2 oil massages per week for 250 baht, 680 American for an hour. Sometimes I go for a 2-hour session. Wow.
Yeah. Fantastic. You can't beat it.
No.
I mean, in the West, you're paying $30, $40, $50 an hour for a massage. Here, you're spending $6.80 like Claude AC. 250 baht is a little on the high end for a massage. We got a massage place just next door, and it's only 200 baht for an hour by the laundrette.
Alchemist, I'm strategically going soon to get the best monthly lease. That's a smart idea.
Yeah, be great to have you out here with us. 142 people watching the live stream. Hit the thumbs up. And if you want to support the channel, there you go. Right there, you can scan the QR code and buy us a coffee.
Alchemist, better do it now. I agree. Correct.
Yeah, I agree too.
Alfa Romeo, Mike, Hua Hin, beautiful beaches with calm water, decent nightlife, and a more relaxed lifestyle. Many Scandinavian tourists there, families here. Just remember the Thais invade during the weekend holidays. He's talking about Hua Hin.
About Hua Hin. Yeah. Okay, thank you for the feedback.
Alpha's been all around the country. He knows. Les Brown, what happens when a tenant breaks a lease? Any legal problem?
Nope, you just lose your deposit.
Yeah, you lose your 2-month deposit typically.
Yeah, 1 or 2 month deposit, whatever you paid. So say, for example, Les, you get a condo and you sign a 6-month tenancy. You're there a month, maybe you got some noisy neighbors or whatever that you didn't realize, crying baby like James had, and that's why he moved out the Riviera and got a pool villa on the dark side to rent. And you say to yourself, oh, I like this place here. I got friends that are staying there. They say it's nice, peaceful, and quiet. And you say to your landlord or your agent, whatever, I want to move out. I'm going to be moving over to this place here. Well, you just broke your contract. So you lose your deposit. That's pretty much it. They can come after you for the remainder of the 5 months.
Never heard anybody doing that.
But if they did, they'd have to take you to court. And a lot of people just don't want to do it. They just say, okay, well, you're not getting your deposit back.
Yeah.
And that's just something you have to sacrifice if you're going to be doing that.
Thailand or bust. Hearts.
And thank you, Thailand.
El DeCisi, hi you all. I had a Thai massage during my stay. Felt like I had Mike Tyson on my back. Painful, but felt amazing afterwards. 200 baht and gave her a 200 baht tip. She was so grateful.
And a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
If I go and I get a great massage, I'll do the same. I'll give them like a 50% tip, 100 baht. If they give me a great massage, and I'll go back there repeatedly and I'll ask for the exact same person that did it last time. Because they remember you. And as a return customer, they're very appreciative and they know that you tip well as well. So they're going to give you the best massage you can possibly get, and it's all above board, no happy endings. I don't do that. I'm married, but yeah, so fantastic.
I know Jackie, I don't do massages. Only had 2 done in my life. They were both in Philippines. And, yeah, well, hey, no big deal, but Jackie loves it. So each to his own. Thailand or bust, thanks again.
And thank you, Thailand or bust.
Ray Parnell, I'm having trouble finding the video you guys did before. Is it archived on your channel, Cooper? The one about the $1,700 budget. That was way back, wasn't it?
Who did I do that with?
I did it.
Was
on
it
a Money Matters?
Was it a Money Matters video?
Yeah.
They're not archived. Here's the problem with YouTube, Ray. When you go onto anybody's YouTube channel and I want to search something, I have to go through their whole dang channel. It's a pain in the neck. I wish they were.
You'd think they would.
What we've done is we started archiving the properties that we're doing. And it's a lot of work. It is a hell of a lot of work. It's not something straightforward that we can just drag and drop into a box like you do on your desktop or your laptop. You know, it's not that easy. You actually have to go in, and it's a lot of pain in the neck. And so we have done the property built ones, but everything else to make them different boxes that you guys can go into would be, it took Darlene over a week just to set up the ones for property. So with us doing videos every day, and after this live stream, I'm actually going to be going out with Sean filming. I think we're filming 6 properties today. So you guys got videos to watch while I'm in hospital. We're trying to get ahead of ourselves. So you'll have videos for every day next week. And hopefully the week after, because I want to go out with them again on Monday. My operation is on Wednesday, and then do another 6 so that you guys have videos for next week and the week after while I'm healing. So it's going to be quite a full day for us. But Ray, I do remember you and I did a budget video together, and that was pretty much the beginning of our channel. I want to say we did that around about July last year.
Yeah.
So
no, I did one on Money Matters. It was 1,700, I think, was the budget. 1,500, maybe that area.
Yeah.
Just roughly, Ray. Like I was paying $300 a month in a 1-bedroom. I call it a 5-star. That's for 2 of us. Was fine. I think, you know, figure on $10 a day for food. There's 300. So you're talking 600. That leaves you over $1,000 for whatever else you want to do. You're not going to be a big partier, or, you know, if you're a single guy, if you go to the lady bars, you know, you're going to be spending more than that. But
most people eat here on $10 a day or less.
Oh, yeah. And you can't spend that on food. I mean, really, you can get dishes here for 50 baht that'll fill you. You know what I mean? So that's an interesting point. Now, I did another video, Coop, you'll maybe remember this, and it was called Startup Money. Okay, that's over and above your budget. You're going to need startup money. And what is that? Well, hey, you know, for me, it was okay getting the agent to do the visa, you know, the visa costs. Okay, that's a lump sum. You do it once, you got, you know, 15 months on your first one for retirement. So that was part of the startup costs. And hey, you're going to need some furnishings or things to in your condo just that you buy once and it's there. That's startup costs. So there was things like that. And I think on that, you know, if you had 5,000, you know, that would be more than ample for your startup costs. So it gives you a ballpark figure, but hey, maybe it's time to do another budget one.
Yeah. And got a shout out for Sean and Tree bought a coffee, and they say, we plan to be in Jomtien in early August. Watching your videos and joining the Facebook community made us change our mind from Hua Hin. Thank you. And thank you. You know, I don't know really a lot about Hua Hin. As I said, I was only there one night, so I didn't really get a chance to get a feel for the place. We were tired. We got to the hotel. All we wanted to do was eat, get a shower, and go to sleep because we'd just driven 400 kilometers in one day, so on the motorbike, and we were both just exhausted. So I really didn't get a chance to learn much about Hua Hin, but thank you for the coffee. Really appreciate it. And I'm glad you'll be joining us soon here in Coopersville, as we like to call it.
Alchemist, my back may need the Mike Tyson treatment. Right shoulder needs a KO.
And we also go to a chiropractor here at Pradamak Hill. Very, very good.
He's good.
Fantastic. I remember I had that problem with my back. I had the knots in my back. I couldn't get out. I was in pain for days. You said, come with me. I'll take you to my chiropractor. And he was fantastic. Got rid of it on the very first session. I was like, wow, I don't need to go back again. The pain is gone. Well worth it.
Don Delani, with my $3,000 a month U.S. Social Security check, I cannot spend all that money, especially with the great U.S. dollar to baht exchange rate. That's why I throw money off the veranda every morning. And I've been
what room are you in?
No, I wasn't telling
me and Brooke will be there with our hats. Coins.
Johnny's got a good sense of humor.
He is. He's fantastic. I like him.
Smart guy too. Thailander boss, the massage rate is insane. Need a MAM massage. Any recommendations? Martial arts massage. Okay, no.
They will. They'll give you the Thai massage. Ask for a Thai massage, and they'll go in there. They'll crack your bones and all that. Too painful for me because I'm registered as disabled from my accident in Kuwait. I couldn't do it with my damage that I have to my rotator cuff, my neck. So, but if you can do it, hats off to you, buddy.
Jack Bree, massage in Oz costs $85 for an hour.
Oh, wow.
Everything's more expensive in the land of Oz. Market Focus. Hello, Darlene, Cooper and Brooke. I'm having back problems because of these Thai mattresses. Any suggestions on mattress pads, etc.?
Well, we went to Index Living Mall and bought a topper. And I'm glad you brought that up, Market Focus, because I've got a subscriber of mine, and he just rented over at View Talley 5C. And he said to the owner, he signed a tenancy agreement. I think he did 6-month contract. And he said to the owner the next day, he says, I can't sleep on that bed. That's killing my back. And she turned around and said to him, you know what? Go out and get yourself a mattress topper. Bring me the receipt. So he did. And she gave him the money in cash.
Wow.
Fantastic. Fantastic. You can negotiate deals with these landlords and say, I like the place. The bed is a little bit too hard for me. Any chance you can put a mattress topper on there? And they will work with you because they want you to rent their property.
Sure.
Especially if you're going to rent from them for 6 months or a year. It makes financial sense for them to spend $2,000, $60.
Hoping you'll stay too.
For you to stay there and be comfortable.
Yeah.
So they will work with you. Don't be afraid to suggest it. Ask Sean. Can you? I like the place. The mattress is a little bit hard for me. If you're willing to throw this in, you got yourself a deal. Don't be afraid to negotiate here.
Yeah, we bought. I think it was at not Index, but Czech Republic. They have some nice thick mattress toppers. And Ray, he actually bought high density foam and laid it on top and said it made a world of difference.
Yeah.
And you bought a brand new mattress.
I
bought the one you like. You'll take it with you wherever you go. But
here's what was great. When I said to him, because of my nerve damage that I have and my injuries, that I have to sleep on a Posturepedic mattress. I said, I want the place, but here's my deal. I'll take it if you can take the mattress out and I can buy my own mattress.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they said, no problem. And they put it in storage. They got their own storage, and a lot of condominium complexes
have that.
So they put it in their own storage, and I put my own mattress on the bed. So if we move, I'll just take the mattress with me wherever we go to.
Claude AC, Coop, I think your references for cost comparisons to U.S. are extremely outdated. You'd be lucky to get a massage in California for less than $75.
Yeah, well, Claude, you're probably right. I can only refer to what my mom tells me in Arizona. So, yeah, I'm sure in California it's a lot more expensive than in Arizona. And she said that when she goes to a massage, they're like $50 for an hour. Yeah. And she goes to the Chinese massage places there in Phoenix.
Things are expensive in the West, and it's getting worse. And more people are looking at retirement with fear. In the West. Now you get here, number one, you're shocked at how cheap things are.
Yeah.
You quickly realize, holy geez, I think I could live here. The infrastructure is great. So, tell your friends, tell your family that's the reason you're coming.
And another thing, Claude, if you're paying $75 for a 1 hour massage in California, well, you're paying less than 10% here.
Yeah.
For the same thing.
Yep. Les Brown, do you prefer massage with or without oil?
Oil. Got to be with oil for me. I like the oil.
Okay.
I like the nice fragrances. They got different fragrances, and they bring out like 3 or 4, and you smell them, and you tell them which one you like. And that's what I do.
Ray Parnell, okay, thanks. Love the channel and hope to see you guys in Thailand in a few years.
It'd be great to have you out here. We'll still be here living the life.
I'm good till 92, and I'm taking it year by year after that. Ray Parnell, and best of luck with your operation.
Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it.
Mike Sprouse, why do they call that area the dark side? What is different about it?
It's an old name that the Thais still call it. So it's sort of been adopted to the foreigners. And the reason they call it the dark side is it was the last place to get street lights. So Pattaya and Jomtien had street lights, But when you looked over at the other side of the road at Sukhumvit Road, there was no street lights.
No, pitch black.
Yeah, pitch black. So they called it the dark side. And
now they have street lights.
But
right?
yeah, 20 years ago they put street lights in, but it's a nickname that just stays.
Stuck.
Nothing seedy about it, but it is a fantastic area. You got Mapachan Lake there. Absolutely great. People say to me, Cooper, where can I rent bicycles? I like to ride bicycles. Yeah. You can rent them there at Mapachan Lake and go around the lake. There's a big track goes around. It's like 5 kilometers long. And it's just for bicycles and joggers. One lane is for bicycles, and then there's got like a ditch, and then there's another lane for joggers and walkers that want to walk around the lake. Absolutely fantastic.
I love it over there. Impressions from traveling there with you mostly is a lot less condos, but a lot more gated communities.
I only know of 2 condo complexes there.
So
only 2.
Now, having said that, it's not as busy during high season there. Obviously, there's not as many condos, not as many expats visiting. But yeah, and they're great food places. Traffic's not as bad. Mm-hmm. So a couple of our favorite restaurants, Taco House being one, Route 66. Where are we going? We're going on the dark side.
Yeah. So, yeah. Bet some of the best restaurants in Thailand for expats are over that side.
I could see myself moving there someday.
Definitely.
Yep.
That's the number 1 place for me.
Les Brown, what do they tell the masseuse to get a Swedish type massage?
They're on the menu. They'll give you a menu and you choose which type you want.
I don't know.
Yeah. And it's in English.
Commander Bus. Oh, is there a Facebook community?
Yes, there is. And it's right down there in the banner down below after my email. It says Cooper's Thai Adventure Community. That's it. You just type that into Facebook, click on the join button. The very first question, please put your YouTube name, because your YouTube name is probably going to be different than your Facebook name, and we have to pair you up. We get people that request to join. They're not subscribers. We decline them automatically with feedback saying, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And so just put on there, I'm Thailand or Bust on YouTube, and I'd like to join your Facebook community, and you'll be accepted. That easy.
Lots of good information in that community too.
Yeah, and we do have the live chat on there as well.
And it's positive information. Alchemist. Change from Hua Hin to Pattaya myself in destination as well. There just seems so much more to do in Pattaya.
There's a lot more to do here. You got a lot more expat restaurants. It's more expat friendly. More expat activities going on. People like playing golf. People like going bowling. We got 2 bowling alleys here. People like going island hopping. You can do that all here. There's just so much to do here that it's impossible to get bored.
Yep.
If you want to play volleyball, you can play volleyball on the beach. There's beach nets up on the beach. If you're into badminton, we have a badminton club just here on Tepperset Road. And it's indoors and it's AC, and it's fabulous. You can go there and play badminton and have a great day out.
Got the brand new go-kart track on Tepperset that you're looking to set a track record on.
I will be.
I think Alfa be doing Romeo is waiting till he gets back before the big race starts. Ray Parnell, enjoyed the stream. Got to go to work. Thanks so much, guys.
And thanks you, Ray. Really appreciate you coming in and joining us.
Sean Fierro, so glad to know there are chiropractors around there. How much do you pay for a session?
I want to say it was about $200-300 baht, somewhere in between there. It wasn't much more than a normal massage.
I paid $500, but still that's cheap.
Yeah, about $15.
Yeah, about a third of what I'd pay back in Canada.
Yeah,
probably a quarter now. Yeah. But there's not that many, Sean, at least in our area. But this guy we found is one of them, and he was good.
And he speaks good English, too.
Yeah, he does. So
good English. So you're able to tell him where to concentrate on, if you have problems with your legs, your shoulders, your neck, your back, you can tell them where to work on that area, and they will.
With me, it was just simply getting a knot. And I think it's, I've twisted something at the gym. But it's funny, in the Philippines, Coop, I had that issue. Oh my God, you couldn't find a chiropractor for love nor money unless you're in Bangkok, which I wasn't.
Yeah.
So here it was a godsend to find one that works.
142 people online. Please hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate it.
Commander Bus, Alchemist. That's interesting. We are targeting Hua Hin firstly. Okay. Son Hyun, do you plan to stay in Jomtien Pattaya for the duration of your retirement, or possibly move to different parts of Thailand? Example, Chiang Mai, Bangkok, etc.
Nope, here for the duration until the day I die.
Yeah.
This is the area for me. I've been all around Thailand, and when I say I've been all around, I've literally been all around in 6 years.
Okay.
The only place I haven't really been to is Chiang Mai.
Okay.
And it doesn't interest me because
Burning
being
season.
from California, no, it's got nothing to do with that. For me, it's all about the beaches and the ocean. You know, I grew up in California, so I was used to going to the beaches every weekend. And for me, that's what I want in my retirement, you know, and it's cheap and affordable, and I can do it here.
Right.
Yeah. So it ticks all the boxes for me. So, son, to answer your question, we're probably going to be moving to the dark side in a pool villa once the kids come out in April next year. They're coming out for Christmas for 1 month and then for good in April. So we'll probably be moving to a pool villa then, which is what I promised the kids. And you can find them out there reasonable. You can get you know, from around about $1,400 to $1,700 a month, depending on how high end you want it. But yeah, you can get them there.
I plan on staying here. I like the area, and I use it as a base. I still want to travel a bit. I'd like to go to Chiang Mai and, you know, Hua Hin area even, and check them out, but more for visiting there.
Yeah,
you know?
For tourism.
And the reason is this place has everything that I need.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, we got the malls if the girls want to shop. There's great food places. You know, it's always good to have as you said, maybe the dark side in a villa someday with a pool.
Yeah.
But anyways, time will tell. And yeah. Les Brown, have you guys ever been to the Pattaya Expat Club?
No. Nope. Never been there.
Sounds interesting, no? Alfa Romeo, Cooper and Darlene, the last 2 condo and pool villas was a nice find.
And there are some nice ones out here. That 2-bedroom was absolutely gorgeous that we did. But you got to think, you're less than 300 yards to the beach. And what's that in meters for the British people, Europeans that are watching? Because I know they don't understand the yards.
90 meter, isn't it?
Well, it's about 80.
81. Okay.
Yeah, it's about 81 meters to the beach. So super, super close. And yeah, that is the closest I've been able to find a pool villa to the beach here in Pattaya and Jomtien. I haven't been able to find any that are closer than that, like on Beach Road. You just don't have them. They're all condos and shops and restaurants,
right,
and coffee shops. But being 1 street back away from the beach, 1 block away, fantastic.
No, yep,
fantastic.
Alchemist, Thailand or bust, scuba diving, charter fishing, elephant preserve, freshwater fishing, and more housing selection, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I do all that. I love fishing. I love scuba diving. Me and my wife are qualified scuba divers, and we've been scuba diving here several times. Absolutely love it. You go out to Koh Larn, the water's crystal clear, and you can see the reefs and all the fish down there. Amazing.
Martin, good morning, Cooper, Darlene, and Brooke. 102 here in LaGrange, Florida, or California. Sorry,
California. Yeah.
What am I thinking?
102.
Well, 102. Geez, that's warm too. Alchemist, yes. Steve Rogers, hey Coop, maybe people are not slapping you in the face. YouTube unsubscribe Thai channels all the time. I subscribed, and when I checked it, it had been unsubscribed.
Oh, well, then hit the subscribe button again.
Yeah.
Because we also get notifications when people unsubscribed. Now, I've actually kicked 8 people off the Facebook group. Okay. And I haven't put this out before. And I'll tell you for why. Because they subscribe, they join the Facebook group, and then they click unsubscribe after they've joined the Facebook group.
Oh.
So to me, that's an ultimate slap on the face. And as soon as they do, as soon as they do that, I kick them off the group, and it's for life.
Oh, there you go.
Because that's the ultimate slap on the face to me.
Sure.
You know, it's like I want to join your Facebook group, but I don't want to subscribe to your YouTube channel. Why? It doesn't cost you a penny.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do that, then you don't deserve to be part of the community, and you don't that we're spending all our free time on, literally, you know, to try and bring everybody together and enjoy retirement, you know, in a community where they're going to have people of their peers and make excellent friends. You know,
as Herman would say,
enjoy the retirement.
Fishy in Denmark.
So when that happens, I do kick them off the Facebook group. Now, for someone like you, Steve, that you subscribe and some reason it unsubscribed you, then I would just send you a message and say, hey, you unsubscribed. You cannot be a member of the Facebook group unless you resubscribe again, and give you a time limit. If you don't resubscribe in the next 72 hours, you'll be out the group. But for those that I see that are joining the Facebook group and then immediately, as soon as they're accepted, unsubscribing, that's a lifetime ban for them.
Chuck Utley, do you guys have a VPN that you prefer over another?
I use NordVPN.
I use Nord.
Nord is the one I use. Why? Because it works. I'm sure there's better out there, but I've had Nord for years and I've never had a problem with it. And my motto is, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
You know, as long as it's working and I'm happy with the service that I'm getting, I'll continue using it. Yeah.
Mr.
So
Canada,
that's the one I use. There may be better ones out there. I don't know, but I'm happy with the one I've got.
Mr. Canada's a techie and he swears by the VPN. So
yeah.
Laurie Schultz, hey Coop, I just subbed, been watching your videos and love them.
And thank you for subscribing to the channel, Laurie. Really appreciate it. Now go over and join the Facebook community. It's free of charge, doesn't cost you a penny.
A lot of good information. Any question you'll get answered there.
Exactly like Brooke says, with over 1,200 subscribers on there and loving it. And it's very friendly and cordial. Anybody that's abusive automatically gets kicked out.
Mexico Kurt, thank you guys for your advice. Can you touch more on the fact that you think I should take it at 62 rather than waiting to get more per month? Is it worth it? Okay, let me just
go ahead. I'll let you answer.
Here.
But before you do, I got one shout out to give. It's been waiting for a little while here on my cell phone. And that's Harry Campbell, bought 5 coffees and says, congratulations, Coop, on your guys' 1-year anniversary. Here's a few dollars to buy you guys a cup of coffee. And from Team Campbell. Thank you for that, Team Campbell. Really appreciate it.
Kurt, so the first thing is, like myself, a lot of us in the West planning for retirement in the West.
Right.
So we're using these ridiculously high, let's say, investment goals, how much money we need to retire. Well, you're thinking the West, guys. When you get here to Thailand, you realize you could operate on probably way less than half of that retirement investment you figure you needed, for your goals to retire comfortably. So first thing is, so you don't need as much money to retire here as you would say in the West. Secondly, look at your age. When is your best retirement years? Well, they're going to be early on in your life, not later. You're not as functional when you're in your 90s to enjoy retirement as you are in your 60s. So take retirement as early as you can for those 2 reasons. Now, thirdly, if you haven't been here, come for a quick visit. You'll see how ridiculously cheap it is. And hopefully that'll set you on the right path to say, hey, I don't need $1 million in the bank to retire comfortably. I can do that in Thailand for less than a third of that. And you truly can. So especially if you've got a decent Social Security package, like you had, I think you said $1,750. If you got there's people here in Canadian pensions of $1,200 that are doing it. Well, that's 1,200 Canadian. That's only like not even 1,000 US. So
900 US.
Yeah, they're able to do it. So, but again, this is all talk until you get here. You see for yourself, and you'll see. Hey, if you can get a 5-star accommodation for $300 on a 1-bedroom, my heavens, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. And my 2 cents in there, Mexico court, is nobody knows when their time's up. I may live another 5 years. I may live another 15, 20 years. I don't know. And neither do you. Neither does any of us. Nobody has a crystal ball. So I say enjoy your retirement while you can. You've worked all your life. You've worked hard for it. You deserve it. And yes, you will survive and live like a king on that kind of money here in Thailand, because those that live here in our complex, their total outgoing bills are $500 a month. Yeah. And with that, he's going to have $1,200.50 over what his total outgoings are for his rent, his electricity, his water, and his internet. And like I said, $10 a day is what it costs you on average to eat here. And those are eating out 3 times a day. Yeah. You can get a full meal here for $1-2 for a full meal. So $10 is about the average of what people tell me they're spending eating Thai food, and they're loving it. So with that, that's $300. You've then got $900 left, Mexico court. What are you going to do with it?
I was spending $100 a month on a scooter, so I was getting anywhere I wanted to go.
Yeah.
My fuel costs were like $5 a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ridiculous. So,
and that includes insurance and everything else on the scooter. So it's a win-win.
No maintenance. Les Brown. So it's $300 with oil, not $200. Sorry, $300 baht with oil, not $200. Okay.
No, I pay $200.
Oh, really? With
for oil for the oil massage.
Wow.
That's
Good
what
deal.
I'm paying. Directly across the street. That's what I pay for it.
Claude AC. Oil massage is comparable to a Swedish. Okay. Thai massage is firm pressure points and sometimes downright painful, but it hurts so good.
There you go.
Bootney 66. Did the pickleball craze hit Jomtien yet? It's all over Arizona.
But I don't know about that, Bootney, but my wife did search it, and she found several pickleball courts in the area. So they do definitely have them. I've just never attended one.
Ryan, there's a bowling alley in Jomtien. There is more than one, probably.
In Jomtien?
Well, there's one at the mall. Or
I know there's in the mall.
Yeah, the
in
mall.
Pattaya.
I'm thinking.
But I didn't know there was one in Jomtien. I think somebody else said there was one in Jomtien. I just haven't been there yet.
Steve Geyser, Jomtien to live first, and maybe Bang Saray. Yeah, people have done that here.
Yeah, they come to Jomtien, then they go to Bang Saray, and they try it down there. And,
yeah, Darlene and the hubby were
nice little fishing village.
Staying here and decided, hey, Bang Saray, when they come back, they're from PEI.
Yeah.
You know, like the current Urshad, Hua Hin sucks and spent a month there. I'm 54 and I can't stand a Florida geriatric holding hand with 18-year-old girls. My wife, who is 32, found it incredibly weird. I also found it super laid back.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the feedback.
Ideas.
Yeah.
Derek McClintock, where is a good chiropractor in Jomtien?
We use at Pratamak Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good chiropractor there. You can go on Google. They are listed in Google. That's how we found them.
I think he was listed as a chiropractor. So.
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo, gents, I'm craving a delicious bowl of cow soy soup. Can you order takeaway and send it my way? I'll get right on that, Romeo. Don't you worry, buddy. Maybe we'll send some extra for Andrew. Mark Schaefer, hey, Brooke, if I'm not mistaken, you just have a motorbike. Do you plan on buying a car or truck at some point? I do have a motorbike. I bought a new one, a Lambrada 300. I kind of love it. And do you plan on buying a car or truck? Not currently. However, I would not buy a car here because the best deals are trucks.
Yes.
They are subsidized. And actually, the more I think about it, trucks, I'd buy a Toyota truck. And boy, you can get them for like 25 American here, where they'd be double that in the West. So right now, the bike's doing me. If I move to the dark side someday, maybe I'll get a truck. It depends. Depends on Bitcoin. And I like to keep things mobile. So we'll see.
Yeah. And a shout out to Steve Rogers, who bought us a coffee and says, we're subscribed now. Haha. Planning on retirement move in September. Can't wait. And thank you for that, Steve Rogers. Love to have you out here in September. And thank you for subscribing to the channel and buying us a coffee. Really appreciate it.
You know what's great is, so we meet in the pool, most days around 3 o'clock for a nice swim. Well, we have subscribers come from different places just to have the swim with us. And you meet them. And,
it's like our community meet and greet daily.
And it's kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
You're making new friends all the time. You see them. They tell you their name. Oh, yeah, you've been on the live stream. And you finally get to meet them. And, Current Earthshed. Hua Hin was very boring. Also, Cha Am is still recovering from COVID. Current Earthshed. Koh Samui versus Pattaya. Phuket versus Pattaya. Bangkok versus Jomtien. Bangkok's too big for me. Your personal choices for retirement.
To me, it's Jomtien.
Yeah.
That's it. I've been all around Thailand, and this is the area that has everything that I need. It ticks all the boxes, every single one. So that's
Bangkok's
where I am, and that's where I'll stay.
I'm not a big city boy. Some people are, but New Wave, any idea on Windscribe VPN? Never heard of it.
I have heard of it, but I've never used it.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if it's any good.
Niobe343, when your rental term is up, are you expected to move out or is notice required? I would say you want to touch is okay. So you're in a rental, you put your 1 or 2 months deposit down, you're planning on moving. Hey, give your landlord notice so that he can prepare your refund of your deposit. I don't think you want to show up a day before you leave and say, hey, where's my money? Good luck getting it.
Yeah.
So definitely give them notice, as well as should you decide to stay. You want to check with the landlord. Now, why? Hey, is he going to keep the same deal or is he looking for a big increase? Well, if he's looking for a big increase, you got time to, hightail it, find someplace else. But that's what I'd recommend.
Yeah, I would notify the agent or the landlord and say, okay, my tenancy agreement's up the end of this month. We're going to be moving on, just to let you know, thank you. And we really enjoyed your place. And I'd like to get my deposit back.
Yeah.
A lot of people out there say they never get their deposit back. Some people have said to me, I've come here 5 years in a row and still never got my deposit back. That's why we recommend Sean, is because as long as you don't break the lease agreement, you will get your deposit back, minus your electricity and water that you've used.
Yep.
And they come and read the meters and check and tell you exactly how much it is when you move out. And
Good
give
point
you the difference.
You, Sean.
Minus a $500 cleaning fee.
Okay.
Because they do take $500 so they can clean it for the next person.
Makes sense.
Because it was clean when you moved in.
Yep.
It should be clean when you move out. Even if you clean it yourself, they're still going to take that $500 because they have a contract with the agent that comes and cleans after every people move out. So don't bother cleaning it yourself. Let them do it because you're going to be paying for it anyways.
Alchemist, the future is not guaranteed.
That's true. Nobody knows when we're going to die. Take your retirement when you can. That's what I say.
Current Earthshed, if you have $3,000 a month, what percentage would you spend on housing, food, insulin?
What percentage are you going to spend on housing and food? We just said, depending on what you want, depending on how high your budget is for your accommodation. Do you want to live in a 1-bedroom, 36 square meter where we are, with absolutely fantastic facilities, pool, gym, jacuzzis, saunas, steam rooms, underground parking, ticks all the boxes, 7-Eleven, shops nearby, pharmacy right across the street, all that, and brand new furniture, bed, TV, everything that you want, brand new wash machine on the balcony. You can do that for, and your electric, water, internet for $500 a month
or under.
Yeah. So, so that would leave you $2,500.
2-bedroom, you might spend another $200 to $250 a month more than that, but
yeah,
it's up to you. Definitely $3,000 a month, you couldn't spend it all.
No,
unless you're a party animal. Jeremiah F. recently subscribed. Just watched the live stream breakdown of your YouTube earnings. I had misjudged you. You seem like a genuine guy.
Thank you. I tell it straight like it is.
Yeah,
I do. And a lot of other YouTubers out there don't like it because they feel like I'm stealing business for them. Hey, your subscribers can email you and talk to you on the phone. You're costing me money because I charge my subscribers $700 for an hour to talk to them on the phone. And I've had those hateful emails and feedback coming from other people saying, hey, this YouTuber out here, he doesn't like you because he feels you're stealing his business.
Yeah.
Well, if I did it that way, it wouldn't be a hobby and I'd be breaking the law. Well, they want to do it. That's up to them. I'm not going to.
I think those people look to YouTube for survival.
Yeah.
Where we don't.
No.
We could not do this tomorrow, either one of us, we'd still be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Life goes on. We kind of do it as keep busy and a service.
Yeah, and we like making new friends too.
Good people, don't
That's
we?
That's it. We make new friends. Every single meet and greet, we're making new friends.
Yeah,
and it's fantastic.
And we have them all over the world now. Herman's back in Denmark.
Yeah.
Malcolm Hawkins sitting on beach while you guys working. Oh, God love it. Malcolm knows how to retire.
Yeah, he does.
Alchemist, planning my escape.
Everybody's got to have a plan.
Club Music 420. Good morning, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke. I wake up to your videos and watching now before bed. Thank you so much for being my boys on the ground. Ralph here, by the way.
And thank you, Ralph. We know your name, but we'll probably forget it this time on Saturday because we just have like I said,
So many.
14,400 subscribers. It's hard to remember everybody's names that that you guys have. But thank you. Really appreciate you watching our show.
Club Music 420, boots on the ground. Correct.
Yep, we are, and we like to tell it like it is. And thank you for coming on and joining us, Ralph.
Eddie Rojo, the Bible guarantees us 120 years with no sinning. Well, there's something to aim for.
Well, I'm a sinner. Unfortunately, I've committed a few sins, so I'm not going to live that long. I can put my hand up and say, I am not sinless. I've made mistakes in my life.
Les Brown, are the massage people professionally trained? I believe they
yes,
are.
they are here
and
in Thailand. They actually go through massage school.
Yeah, and
yes,
I think they're licensed or something. Yeah.
Alfa
Romeo, thumbs up, guys. Make Darlene smile. Thanks, buddy.
And you're very welcome.
Bluto, the sailor. Well, gentlemen and Darlene, my house just sold and closes on the 17th.
Well
done. After some family time, I'll be heading your way in early August. Thanks for all you guys do. Well, check in with us, Bluto. We'll be happy to meet you.
Yeah, we come to the meet and greet, and we love meeting everybody, and we'll help, and we'll introduce you to the whole crowd that's here, and you can make lots and lots of
now,
friends.
Bluto, take a little bit and put it into Bitcoin, buddy. New Wave, have a good rest of the day, gentlemen. Got to leave early.
Okay, New Wave, thank you for coming on and joining us.
Ryan, there's a nice bowling alley at the Palm Beach Hotel, Jomtien. 120 baht a game.
Okay,
that's pretty good.
Thank you for that, Ryan.
I know that.
Yeah.
Mike, Jomtien sounds like the place to be. Less crazy than Pattaya, yes, but close enough if I want crazy on occasion. Correct.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're only 3 miles away from Pattaya. That's how close we are, folks. Yep. If you've seen any of the YouTube videos that we do at Prachamak, the condos, I filmed one that was absolutely beautiful, 2-bedroom wrap with a long balcony. And I just pan the camera over and say, there you go. There's Pattaya right there. And this is the road you take to Jomtien. That's how close we are.
Yeah.
Literally 3 miles, 4.5 kilometers.
You're on your bike. You don't know you're in one or the other.
Yeah.
I mean, where I grew up in Kitchener-Waterloo, same thing.
10 minutes away.
Wintered in Florida, Clearwater, Largo, Seminole, same thing. You don't know in your one place or the other. Eh? It's just a little less crazy here. Alchemist, Jomtien is close to immigration too. Good point.
Yeah. Everybody who lives in Pattaya has to come to Jomtien because that's the only immigration center here. Yeah.
It's walking distance for us. Jim Lawrence, hey guys, any problems receiving mail? Do you have a video on that? Thanks.
Nope, we never had a problem receiving mail. The girls are always ordering on Lazada or Shein or Shopee, Amazon, and the mail comes, and they call you too. They will call you and say, I got a delivery for you. I'm going to be there in 30 minutes. Absolutely fantastic. And you can pay for it on COD, cash on delivery. We do that all the time because we want to make sure our item gets here. But a lot of people, they pay for it when they order it, and then the delivery driver will give it to the juristic office at your condominium. Every condominium complex has its own juristic office, and they'll take it for you, your package, and then you'll get a call from the driver that he's dropped it off at the juristic office. When you come back to your condo, if you're out for the day, whatever, go there and they'll give it to you.
My daughter sent me one package or letter, call it, from Canada, and no problem, game here. So the system does work. But you know what's great?
What?
You don't get junk mail here.
No, no junk mail. That's another thing. Yes.
That's a godsend, guys. Yeah, I keep checking the box. There's nothing in it, right?
Yeah, that's it. You don't have Ed McMahon with junk mail every year. No.
Mike, how many minutes to Pattaya by motorbike from Jomtien?
6-7 minutes. I can do it on the bike.
And like I say, you don't even know you're in, the difference. Yeah, just down the street.
Yeah.
Mexico Kurt, just subscribe today. Thank you, Coop, for all you do. I will buy you guys a cup of coffee someday this winter. I'm going for it. I'm going to pull the trigger. Thank you again. Smart guy.
And you're very welcome.
Yeah.
And
you
thank
won't
you
regret
for
it,
subscribing, Mexico. Really appreciate it, brother. Maybe you'll tell us your real name.
Or is it 66? I saw an interesting story this morning about the only stretch of highway in the U.S. that posts the distances using the metric system. It's in Arizona on Interstate 19.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know that.
Canada's all metric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
U.S. is all miles.
Yeah, all miles. I mean, so I had both. Don Delonic, living in Thailand 3.5 years now. AIS, the best phone, especially in the out areas. Koh Samui, etc. NordVPN are the best and fastest for VPN services. Bangkok Bank for expats. 200,000 baht a day in or out. Okay, for his maximum withdrawals or whatever. Yeah. So Donnie's been here 3.5 years and give some good tips there.
Yeah, you can up that limit, Don. You just go into Bangkok Bank and they'll scan your face. So you could do the two-step authentication, and then you can up that limit. You can set it. I think the highest I've seen it is like $1 million or $2 million.
I got
you
mine
could
at
update it to Thai baht. So yeah, you can even update that even higher.
Tommy Lee, would you guys choose?
Have no idea, Tommy.
Willie Gilligan, how much would it cost to rent a small warehouse, triple garage type secure place? I plan to rent a condo, but I'm not going to give up tinkering and working on my own vehicles.
I have no idea, Willie. I do know they have the lock and key storage facilities here.
Yeah.
And they do have the big garage size ones. But I'm sure you could rent a premise here to do that.
Willie.
Fairly cheap.
Yeah, I think it would be cheap. However, you might want to think about putting in an aircon, because if you want to tinker in the afternoons, it's going to be hotter than heck. So
yeah,
but fans might work. But yeah, I see lots of empty spots.
I do,
and you wouldn't have a problem.
For rent sign on them. I just don't know the costs.
Now you might want to come here, Willie, and you maybe take a month to shop around, look around, find some place close to where you're going to be staying long term, and you'll find a spot. I have no doubt.
Yeah.
Alchemist, that is amazing for $500.
It is. That's how cheap you can live here.
Jack Bree, Mike, 10 to 15 minutes.
That's how long it takes to get from here to Pattaya.
Downtown Pattaya.
Yeah. That's the Terminal 21.
Oh, yeah, even better. Terminal 21.
That's the far side of Pattaya, though.
There's Jerry Hart, late to join the live stream, but want to say hello, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene.
And thank you, Jerry. Almost coming to an end. Jerry, 1 hour, Mike, 52 minutes. We're going to try and wrap it up for 2 hours, as I got a lot of filming today before I go into hospital on Wednesday next week. And I want to make sure to provide you guys with your daily entertainment fix of Cooper's Thai Adventures.
Next, please. Thailand or Bust. Thanks for the tips. Got to run. Nice channel.
And thank you, Thailand or Bust, for coming on and joining us and being a subscriber.
Go ahead.
Bluto the Sailor just become our newest channel member. He's got the badge next to his name right over here, and it costs him $2 a month, and it helps support us and pays for our gasoline to go around and film these wonderful places for you all to see.
Rondi, after 35 years in the airline industry, tomorrow is my last day. Wow, last day in the job. We all have that. I already sold everything and headed to Thailand next week. Looking forward to meeting everyone at the next meet and greet. Yeah,
you'll be very welcome, Ron. 21st of this month, 6 p.m. at Fraser's on Tapraya Road.
Excellent.
Come and join us.
Frank T, do you guys plan to get a credit card from a Thai bank or just continue to use your U.S. credit cards after it expires?
I am actually in the process of getting a credit card. And it works completely different than it does in the West, Frank. What they want to get a Thai credit card is you have to open a separate account, deposit in that account what you want your credit limit to be. Say you want $1,000 credit limit, $5,000 credit limit, you have to deposit that much in Thai baht, and then you can't touch it until you hand back the credit card, and then you can get your money back. So it's like a pay-as-you-go credit card, sort of, the way they do it over here.
Sounds like when I was 18, they wanted.
And I'm doing it only because we go on cruise ships, and the West still requires credit cards over here. Everything's scam pay. Nobody uses a credit card over here, really, when you're retired.
I still use the West credit cards, and I'm not going to bother with a Thai credit card for the reasons Coop mentioned. Don't need it. I keep my credit cards at zero balance, so they're there for emergency. And anyways, that's what I'm doing. Mark Schaefer, Brooke, did you have trouble getting used to driving your motorbike in Jomtien? What was your motorbike experience before you moved there? I drove motorbikes from a very, very young age. I think I was 16 when I actually owned my first ones, a 50cc. But did I have trouble? Okay, it's different because I'm used to driving on the right. You know, U.S., Canada, Philippines. Now you're driving on the left.
Yeah.
And so what I did for myself, you put it in your brain, when in doubt, stay to the left. Just that's all I said. When in doubt, stay to the left. So, but after about a week, you kind of get used to it. After a month, you're just like old hands at it. One thing is different though. Hey, I consider myself a decent driver. You got to have your head on a swivel here.
Yeah.
I mean, they come zinging by you within inches. So you stay in your lane, stay straight, worry about the guy in front of you. That's what you got to do. And keep your head swilling, looking everywhere for idiots. Tommy Lee, my question's been skipped.
No, you hit the enter button before you finish typing it.
Tommy Lee, what would you choose, GF, Riviera, Jomtien, or Dusit Grand Park 2, considering amenities and distance to Main Strip?
I'd still choose this place.
Yeah.
I would choose this place because we got all the shops next to us that we need. And we're walking distance, Rumpo Market, Immigration, and the beach, 15 minutes. I would still choose this over the Riviera. Even though the Riviera is a nicer condominium complex than what we're staying in, it's like sort of 6-star, where we're in 5-star. To me, it matters that you've got everything on your doorstep.
Yeah.
You know, you got the pharmacy, you got the laundromat, you got DHL, you got massage place, you got opticians, you got a 7-Eleven, Tops Daily Market, several little restaurants and cafes here, all within a 2-minute walk from our front door. You can't beat it. So to me, I think we picked the best place that we could.
Tommy, I wrote a little blurb on the Facebook group. The 3 things that I looked at on my checklist, the most important 3. Number 1, I realized you want to be near 7-Eleven, and we can walk next door. Why? You're going to use that thing. It's got everything you need. You know, if it's pouring rain, it's close by, so what? You know, you just go. Secondly, I wanted something with shaded pools. Now, I mean, you see these lovely pools in these videos of right next to the beach. Yeah, good luck. You ain't swimming in them in the afternoon. You're getting burnt.
Exactly.
You know, it's radiation from the sun, and if there is no shade, you ain't gonna do it, guys. Trust me. So, and I love swimming. So here at Dusit Grand Park 2, I don't care what time of day there's shade. So that's the second thing. And the third thing, I wanted a decent gym, and that's what it's got here. So anyways, that's why I picked this place, and what I would look for. Alchemist, thank you for the channel info, sirs.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
Mary Ziggy, will your Thai credit card give you air miles or some other form of reward?
I don't know. I'm in the process of applying for it.
Won't.
Probably not. Probably not. Yeah.
Mike Sprouse, how do pharmacies work in Thailand? In the U.S., you have to have a prescription for almost everything. In Okinawa, I could get several meds without a script. Non-narcotic, of course, for example.
How does it work here in Thailand? I'm in the process of making a video on that exactly. So I will give you a little sneak peek, Mike. And basically, you don't need a prescription for anything. I've only sort of found like 5% that you actually need a prescription. You have to go to Jomtien Hospital or Bangkok Hospital in Pattaya. And the only thing I found was the patches that have the medicine in them, for your back pains and necks. That the strong ones, you can get the medium ones in the pharmacies here, but the strong one I had to go to Jomtien Hospital to get Bangkok Hospital, to get a prescription for. But that was the only thing. Everything else I've been able to get over the counter. I go and get my diabetic meds, no problem, over the counter. You can even get the diabetic pens over the counter. People have different medications for different things, heart problems, liver problems, joint problems. They're able to get their prescriptions over the counter.
Blood pressure super pills,
easy. So you don't have to keep running to the doctors and keep getting prescriptions. And it's cheaper
than the West.
Yeah, so look for that. That's going to be coming up very near. I'm still working on it. A lot of people sent me emails saying, can you check on this medication? And I will be doing a complete analysis of all the medication people have been sending me. So, Mike, you're not too late. You can send me an email with your medication. I'll add it to the list, and we'll show you the exact medication you can get here. It's often the same as in the West with the same milligram, and 80% cheaper than America. So, fantastic.
Booney 66, stay to the left should be easy for this lefty to remember.
There you go, you're left-handed.
Team Love Thailand, Sean and Tree coming from our YouTube channel, Team Love Thailand. We've been full-time in a 40-foot RV for 5 years. Now it's retirement time. We'll share our life in Thailand there.
Okay, thank you for coming on and joining us.
Jay Easy, good evening, afternoon, good morning.
Good morning to you, Jay Easy. We're about to wrap this up. We're at 2 hours now,
sun tanning is paying off, looking good. Yeah. I don't hit the sun too much. The Riviera looks great, people. Complain about waiting for elevators in these high-rise condos.
They are great, and during high season they are busy. During low season they're not. So I'll only have that problem at high season.
Tommy Lee, thanks guys.
And you're very welcome, Tommy.
Team of Thailand, what condo has the best gym? How do you rate the Dusit?
Fantastic. That's where we live, Dusit Grand Park 2. And the gym is really good. 2 gyms. You have one for cardio and the other one for weights. So
I've seen condos with more elaborate gyms, more equipment, obviously, but there's other things about them I didn't like. So all in all, take a look here. You'll be happy. James Carrillo, hey guys, easy in the Philippines, correct?
No. It's my answer to that. It's easy to go there. It's easy to live there, but it's not easy to accustom to their way of life over there. You're going to find it's not westernized, and the things that you want and you love from the West, you're just not going to find. No. Everywhere you go, you're going to hear the same thing, out of stock. And the electricity prices have just gone up 300% over the last 2 months. So what used to be $100 a month over there is now $300 a month. And I get so many emails from people in the Philippines now saying, Cooper, what's it like in Thailand? Well, simple. It's all, most of the places out here are government rate. What's that mean? It means it's a fixed price per kilowatt, and it's not going to go up. They can't charge anymore. The government freezes the price at that rate, and it's negotiated every year. So they keep it low to keep the Thais happy, and it's an added bonus for us here that are retired foreigners.
James, both of us, Cooper and myself, met our partners in the Philippines. They're Filipinas, and you can't get a better partner than a Filipina. But get them to Thailand, okay? You got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Team of Thailand, which condo complex has the... Well, we had that one already.
Has the best gym, and how does...
we rate that. Yeah.
We love our gym.
Yep.
Our gym is fantastic. Yeah.
Mary Ziggy, many thanks for your response.
You're very welcome.
James Carrillo, hot enough in Jomtien? Just perfect.
Perfect. Just the way we like it.
Alfa Romeo, have a great day, everyone. Another great live stream. Brooke, I'm waiting for Grab to deliver that delicious bowl of Northern Cow Soul. Thanks, bud. I actually sent it to Pin. Okay, Pin, sorry. Alfa Romeo, I see a motorbike pulling up.
Can it be?
He's good. James Carrillo, I meant getting pharmacy meds.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, James. You can get them over here. Most medications you don't need a prescription for.
There's pharmacies everywhere. Market Focus, thanks for the info, fellas.
And you're very welcome. Thank you for coming on and joining us. Last 3 questions, and we're signing off.
Good luck with your surgery, Cooper. Have a great day. Stay safe and healthy. Pain only lasts 3 or 4 days, Cooper. Just take Tylenol.
They're giving me morphine, so I'm going to love it, love it, love it, as Cooper likes to say. And thank you, Tommy. James Carrillo says, thanks for all the info, guys. Enjoy. And thank you, James. Last comment goes to Jack Bree. James, everything available MedWise in Thailand, and Bitcoin is at 71,130.
Grab yours. It's still on sale, guys.
And thank you all for coming on and joining us. Don't forget Saturday, this coming Saturday, it's going to be our last live stream. It's our 1-year birthday, and we have special giveaway for our subscribers. So thank you. And until Saturday, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all. And stay tuned.